Halo is coming to the PC! It feels amazing to say that and know that I am talking about everything in the Master Chief Collection. Not the spin-offs, not CE PC, and not that one game that we tried really hard not to talk about. Since the MCC is making its way to the Windows Store and Steam, the likelihood of highly creative mods being pumped out has been increased by a lot. As far as I know, 343 have said nothing further about mod support besides a note from the community director, Brian Gerard aka Sketch, that states, "We are working closely with the members of the modding community, including some friends on the El Dorito team, to explore our options for official mod support. But we won't have this at launch. Our #1 priority for launch is ensuring that we get these core games right for PC, and security/anti-cheat is a big focus. As we've stated, this entire offering will grow and evolve over time." I really hope Sketch doesn't see this video and hear that horrible voice I just did for him. So while mod support isn't 100% set in stone, I don't think that's going to stop people from getting a bit creative with what they have until there is a full confirmation made available. And I sincerely hope that there will be mod support at some point. Mods on the MCC could change a lot of things, both for the MCC itself and help shape the future of the Halo franchise. Think back to Valve and Half-Life. Half-Life was developed in the late 90s, and since being released, it spawned several mods that eventually became full-blown games. Team Fortress Classic was released as a port of the original Team Fortress mod for 1996's Quake. Not only were those developers snapped up by Valve to port the mod to their at-the-time current engine Gold Source, but they were also tasked with building a sequel that went through several iterations before becoming the Team Fortress 2 we know today.
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
Still love those videos. Streamers have already expressed interest in Halo being on PC, huge streamers even, and that kind of thing is essential to games these days. And with the amount of large streamers who've said that they're planning on jumping on, I'm predicting that the MCC is going to do fairly well on PC, providing that it doesn't suffer from the same launch as its predecessor. But I really doubt that's going to happen if I'm honest. I'm guessing that most streamers will be focusing on the multiplayer and competitive aspect, but I expect that you will see some people who will be happy to stream fun mods. Try picturing in your head for a second Dr. Disrespect streaming Halo 3, but the grunts are cones, the flood are Teletubbies, and the Prophet of Truth, for whatever reason, is now a giant pickle. It's ridiculous and stupid, yeah, but it would make for some really entertaining moments. Or imagine somebody streaming the entire Halo 4 campaign, except it looks like this.
Pursuant to Article 55 of UNSC Regulation 12-14572, I'm ordering you to remove that AI's data chip and retire it for final dispensation. Now, Commander.
I'm thinking small. Very small in the grand scheme of things, because you can do a lot more than silly alterations. People can build maps from scratch, they can create brand new campaign missions, take maps from one game and put it into another, whether that's campaign or multiplayer. Hell, if somebody wanted to invest the time, they could make Halo 3 look hyper-realistic with graphical and lighting upgrades. Technically, you could see that as a form of Halo 3 Anniversary. I'm not a modder, and my imagination is so limited, but in a way, I'm thankful for that, because it means that I'm always going to be surprised when somebody releases something cool. In my opinion, making use of mods for MCC PC would do nothing but good for the franchise. Now, sure, we all know that there is a certain stigma associated with modders because on console you sometimes get these jackasses who do crappy things to ruin your honest fun, and that's not fair at all. We are in agreement, and I know that I will be doing my bit to record and report that type of player. But most modders are decent people doing fun things for themselves and others because it's a hobby. Maybe they want to break into some serious game development, and making fun mods for people is their way of getting started. For the people who have played Halo on console for all these years who now own gaming PCs, mods could help you experience the games you grew up with all over again, and that sounds great. Some people could find work at 343 or other companies through creating popular mods, and that's something that we should be definitely pushing. Now let me draw your attention to something very quickly. This was posted on YouTube shortly after the MCC PC announcement. You've probably already seen it, but let's watch it again just in case. Now, if you're a content creator, particularly a Halo content creator, you will know that Halo experienced a bit of a content drought for a while, and it was, well, It was getting really embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's only so many ways you can talk about the Master Chief's darkest secret or the most gruesome things the Flood have ever done before you have to question your own existence, you know? But that right there was pure, unbridled excitement and hype. Ever since the announcement, things have been largely positive among people, with the only real negativity coming from some folks who just didn't want MCC to be on PC for whatever reason. The point that I'm getting at is that this announcement alone quite literally threw these people into a frenzy. You had people doing reactions to the announcement, hilarious memes being thrown out, an overwhelming sense of community pride and positivity. People were even sending pizza to 343's office. I contributed in my own way by making this. Yes! Yes! And sending these. My heart goes out to that poor pizza delivery person who must have gone back and forth about 50 to 60 times that day. But to get back on topic, in my opinion, allowing the community free reign, with some obvious restrictions of course, over modding and maybe even use of the development tools could be what pushes Halo to a whole new level. A really dedicated team of people who want a true Halo Battle Royale could make that from scratch if they had the proper tools that mod support could bring, and I think that is really exciting, even if I'm not a big Battle Royale fan. But it's not just Battle Royale. Anybody could make anything, and before you know it, we could be looking at the next big Halo mode. Even if you don't have a gaming PC, even if you're not going to pick the game up again, you cannot deny that this could do great things for the franchise and propel it so much further. Personally, I would like to experience the games in a whole new way again, and I believe that's what modding will help accomplish. Not only that, I would love to start making machinima shorts again, and with some tiny changes to how the game works, I could do some really fun things. Maybe I'll even get a beautiful, true green or blue screen for Halo 3 that I've been wanting for so long. But for now, that's about as far as my imagination can carry me. But I am very interested in what you would like to see if mod support does become a thing. What changes would you like to see made? Would you even consider it to be Halo anymore? If not, why? Please let me know what your thoughts are, because I would love to get a discussion going. Now, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you, I love you very much, and I would like to take this opportunity to try something new. For each commentary video that I make, I would like to have a segment right here where I read out your comments, no matter how ridiculous. Obviously, we've got some limitations here, so please keep it safe for work and polite, otherwise I will have to skip the comment. To post a comment for entry, just tag it with the hashtag DaveRead, and then your comment. Thank you for watching, and I do look forward to seeing your responses. Take care. Ah!